People often say that Canadians are curious in that we never really give each other full recognition for achievements until we've gone somewhere else and someone has said, hey, that's good. And then we come home and everyone says, great, hey, that's not bad. And having lay awake last night reading both copies of Revue Noire and saying page after page, wow, hey, or why didn't I know about this person or that person? I am sure that around the world, people are going to be saying that.
The opening of Celafi 1997, and here is Ayanna Black, the president of Canbaya, and a very knowledgeable person about Celafi, and what an enjoyable evening it is. And can you tell us a little bit about what this evening means to you?
Well, actually, it's the opening of Celafi, which is celebrating African identity. And this is one of many exhibits that Celafi is helping to organize. And for me, just coming here to the opening of Celafi, which is the real big push to the festival, and just seeing various people from around the world, you know, from Africa, from Mexico, and the U.S. and across Canada. It's just incredible just bringing all these people together. I mean, I just think it's amazing. Also bear in mind this is the first time in the AGO existence that they've had sort of really embark and having a black exhibit. I mean, you know, the exhibition of people of African descent. I think it's really amazing.
Well, it's certainly a wonderful evening of celebration, and I do hope that we'll all come out and see this great exhibition while it lasts.
Celebration of African art tonight at the ROM. On display are two life-size bronze sculptures by Canadian sculptress Artis Lane. The two bronze figures are part of a series called Emerging into Spirit. The exhibition is part of the international Celafi celebrations, which showcase Black, Canadian, and international artists.
Artists' work inspires others. A list of people who collect our pieces reads like a who's who of politics, business, and entertainment. From President Bush and Winnie and Nelson Mandela to Michael Jordan and Quincy Jones. Just this past month, the Smithsonian unveiled one of her latest works, a bronze bust of civil rights activist Rosa Parks.
I had done a poster of her, and when she agreed, she saw the poster, and she agreed to sit for me.
Born in Canada, artists felt the urge to create at an early age.
On my grandparents' farm, the clay was just right for sculpting. I had a broken doll, or my grandmother had found a doll. And so first thing I ever did, I was about 5 and a half, I worked with the clay on the farm and made a doll like that doll. That got me started into making other figures.
Artists went on to win an art scholarship at the University of Toronto. An endless number of honors followed, but she never forgot her heritage.
You have to fight to have a sense of self-worth. In the world where there are Picassos and Matisses, just now they're giving credit to the artists gave credit to the African sculptors. But the world that has built a business out of art has been reluctant to say where the source was. And they always called it primitive art. Well, you tell me anything more sophisticated than a strong African sculpture. We none of us have ever seen anything more powerful.
I suspect that if you're here tonight, you know also that it's the arts and culture that give our community its spirit. It's the reason we like to live places, because there are people who tell stories in a whole range of mediums that challenge us, that entertain us, that make us angry, that make us laugh, that do all the things that art does. We know in our country that the people who create that art are not supported the way they should be. We know, for example, that the biggest patrons of arts are the artists themselves, and yet in spite of that, that people carry on, in a sense, are driven to create what they have within us.
I think that the work that is done by Kenbaya and the work that we're doing in Paris and everywhere else, that is to give to all the black artists the opportunity to be seen and to be regarded as artists and not only as black. So the paradox is that we're running some black organization in order for the black people to be seen, first of all, as human beings, as writers, as singers, as actors, as painters, and not specifically as whatever else.
When you're creating, you pray to be an instrument, just a tool through which that creative power is flowing, so that you empty your mind of all thought. You're only manipulating the clay the way it must go. You're working blindly. You really don't know what you're doing. But what you're expressing may have nothing to do with what you see in that model. It's to empty the mind and to be open to the flow of creativity. And if it's really happening, the purity of it shows.
We say often, the most diverse, or one of the most diverse cities in the world, that we are people who have come from everywhere, bringing our creativity and energy and passion. We know that that has not always been reflected, is still not fully reflected in the funding, in the facilities, in the whole range of resources that are available. What these two editions of Revue Noire underline is that the talent is there, the work is there, the artists are there, and we need to find more effective ways of supporting and encouraging and getting that work out there.
Equal opportunity, this is a weird word. I just think that what is needed here is to rewrite the history and to move to the next millennium. To rewrite the history means that we have to get rid of all sorts of ethnocentricity. We need some education, we need some exposure, and we need to go fast. But the black people need to be pushed a little bit, because they've been pushed out. They need to be pushed in a little bit more than any other, so that in the next century we won't be talking about black or white. We'll be talking about people who are trying to do their best and doing things good, no matter where they're coming from.
We are the artists. We are the image makers. We are the creators. We are the makers of magic. We are the makers of illusion. We are the creators of reality. We are the creators of the unreal. We make things to seem what they are not. We make things to seem to be what they are. We have the power to produce both the seen and the unseen, because we are the artists, we are the recorders, we are the historians, we are the storytellers, we are the dreamers, we are the artists, we are the children of the universe, we are the children of the cosmos. We are the communicants, we are the celebrators, and our subject matter is the essence of humanity. Our medias are lines, forms, colors, and textures, rhymes, verses, and paragraphs, rhythms, melodies, and movements, sound and sight and feeling. We are the artists, we are the creators. Our art is a time capsule. What we set down today is for the future. Those unborn and generations hence will learn from and build on